Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm the founder of Melbourne Kinesiology and Detox Center. I'm a counselor, kinesiologist, and a soul healer. So today's subject is dramas versus self-love. Dramas is a form of addiction. Addiction to excitement. Addiction to adrenals. People create drama. They connect to a story that usually they made up in their head with not too much connection to the facts. And they add a bit of flavor to the story, they create it, they nurture it, they feed it, then they justify it, then they fight for it. But hey, it's all a story. The dramas are coming as roller coaster, up and down, up and down. The dramas are connecting you to your addictions, because in order to relax from all that has just happened, from the big drama, you have to justify it with a compensation, with a reward. Whether it's an emotional eating, sugar, salt, fatty, savory, not too much chili, because chili will wake you up to the real adrenals. But basically, you might go for a smoke because you're too stressed and you just can't handle it. You might need a drug to really relax, or a drink to really relax. I had such a long, hard day. I need to sit and chill out. It's really individual how you're going to feed the drama in your life. Most dramas occurs when you are bored. I'm not sure what I'll do today. It's boring. I'm not sure. What will I do? How will I do? Maybe I'll call this old lover. Maybe I'll just go for a drive and have a fight with someone. Maybe I'll just do this or do that. When you feeling bored, stop. You're about to hit a wall. Unless your desire is to do something productive, proactive, go for a little walk, create healthy meal, plan something in relation to your work, to your life, to your relationship. If you would like to do something destructive, something that you know in your logic brain that is not good for you, stop. Otherwise, you will start to create emotion like the story starts. I think I need to do that. Do I really want to do that? Yes, I do. Because the story starts. Because I'm deserving it, I'm lonely, nobody loves me, I'm not sure what to do, I'm alone, they reject me. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? In Chinese medicine, the organ that relates to rejection and loneliness is the spleen. The spleen and the pancreas create craving for sweetness. How many times do we see in the movies those sad girls, usually girls, crying on the couch when their boyfriend didn't ring, sitting and having the ice cream there while they're watching a movie? To compensate, they're having a big bowl of popcorn with their movie. So the sweet is for the pancreas and the spleen. The savory is for the kidney and adrenals. Because now we need to satisfy that craving. So what is really happening is, if you are connecting to the drama, do you think that you're connected to your self-love? Do you feel that you're in a place of love, of peace, of self-worth, of self-value? I don't think so. Because when you're in that, how many times did you feel or hear people, when I'm in love, I'm not even hungry? The emotion and the hormone that are being released when you're in love really make the food be secondary. They are feeding off their emotion. They are feeding off love. And there's so much joy and happiness in it. However, when a person is upset, or when their lover doesn't call them, or when the relationship breaks up, or when they want to do something but the other person is not calling back, what lots of people do? They go for the food. Do you go for the food? Do you go for smoking? Do you go for drugs? Do you go for alcohol? Have you created a story that that external substance will change the story, will make it better? Because this is just a story. A cigarette won't relax you. The chemicals that are in the tobacco, in the cigarette, will actually make you more stressful. The sugar will calm you temporarily like that, because then the glucose will be so much higher. Insulin will start to be releasing in order to burn it, and then it will put you on a high. Once it's done, you're going down to a low. And that is the roller coaster of your hormones, of weight gain, of adrenals. Because after you had hyper, you will be hypo. Unless you're going to balance it with middle range foods or stabilizer, you're going for a ride. The other part of what happens is that the story that happens in the head, I feel lonely, nobody loves me, they all reject me, I am longing for some company, I don't belong anywhere. All of those statements are usually sitting in your head. Because if you do, for a fact, don't belong to anywhere, what stops you from looking at the newspaper and find a club, a source, people, something that will reconnect you to what you need? But it creates so much noise in your head that you prefer to sit at home and be the victim. The word belong is you are being longing. You're longing for company. You're longing for love. You are longing for people to tell you that you are part of them, part of the group. And what if you're not part of the group? What if you're part of yourself? What if you are the center of your universe? That means that you are like the sun or the moon. You are shining. And if you are like the moon, sometimes you're in full shine and sometimes it's a bit dark. But dark, if we can't see the moon, it doesn't mean that the moon is not full. It means that our perception of the moon has changed. So sometimes we feel really social and sometimes we're like introvert. We want to stay here in. We want to read a book. We want to watch a movie. We want to go to sleep early. That is all right. And then another day, we just want to go out and party and be friendly and see people or just mingle with people, go in the street, go to the market. This is all okay. But when we are heading into a challenging time, we are creating the story and we are manifesting it. And when we are manifesting it, we can create a big monster. So when was the last time that you've created your own monster? And then you serviced the story, and then you made it happen. A very easy trick to change the story is to provide you with an evidence, with facts that will verify the story. Usually you need 2 witnesses. In the Bible it says you need 2 witnesses in order to verify a story before you create a judgment. So, and this is in the portion of Shoftim, this is my portion of the Bible when I was born, which is Judges. You cannot create a judgment. You will not put a ruling until you've heard it from 2 witnesses. So if you feel like sitting and giving pity for yourself, your problem. This is a very long, destructive pathway. We've all been there. But now, the sooner we get out of there, the safer it is. So what is it that we want to do? Do you want to go on the victim part, or do you want to go on the self-love? You might not have many friends. You might have 2 or 3 friends, but they're there for you. You might have one friend, but that friend is there for you. So if you don't have friends, does that mean that you have to do emotional eating, smoking, drinking excessively? And even if you are in company of people, does that mean that now you have to drink excessively? I had quite a few ladies who came to my clinic in their early 30s that they said to me, oh, we had a big night, we had a big weekend. And I'm like, innocently, what's a big one? 9 to 12 drinks in one evening. And it might be for some of you not much, but it is a big hit on your liver. And then when I asked, so what makes you drink so much? Oh, it's for confidence. And everybody drinks. Or now Christmas is arriving. Oh, it's a free alcohol. Really? Free alcohol to stuff up your own liver? Is it really worth it? Or then you get the buffet people. Oh, but I went to this resort and there was buffet there. So what, do you have to eat every single thing from that buffet at once? On one big tray? Why don't you go and choose what you really like? What is it that you like? And then if you want to try some more, have another plate with little taste. You can't physically eat everything there. But because it's for free, because it's in the resort, because we tell a story to justify it. The problem is that once that you start to service that story will create its own reality. And it will start to create the reality in your head to justify the addiction. So if someone has to consume coffee between 3 to 4, and it will go with a muffin because the cafe is selling the coffee and the muffin for a cheap money, then every day between 3 to 4, the person has created an addiction to the coffee and the muffin. So what do we have? A stimulant and another stimulant. And then the energy goes up, and guess what happened after? You crash. You crash really hard. But then you have another coffee just to wake you up because you're really tired. And you'll have another something sweet before dinner because we still have time until dinner. So the story starts to create its own reality. And if you think that when you're stressed you need a smoke, really? It actually makes your body more stressful. If you're working in the city, or I've realized as well with the research that I've done with lots of my clients, they actually go for a smoke because they need a break. They had enough. It's too stressful. What do? I can't escape. It's still legit to go for a smoko, to go for a smoking break. I say, take the smoking break and go for a little walk. And once that you're doing this, or do 20 push-ups. And once that you're doing this, bang, your energy is up again. Your energy is going. Your energy is moving. Okay? So with any addiction or any craving or any desire that you have that comes with an excuse, this is the wrong thing to do, full stop. Now, if you choose to have 1 coffee a day, have it with full cream, with the way that you enjoy it, and enjoy it. If you want to have a biscuit, or if you want to have a cube of chocolate, that won't spike and spark your energy too much. Because this is in moderation and this is in control. Okay? If you want to have a glass of wine with your meal, no problem. But when it's become excessive and connected to an emotion, and afterwards there is guilt, shame, sadness, anger, fear, anxiety, are those positive emotions? I don't think so. But if you went to a party and you had a glass of wine, or you had a glass of champagne, or you had a little tequila shot, 1 or 2, that's okay. There is a reason, and not every night. There's a reason that the police had created some measurement for safe driving. Now, if you're going to tell me another story, oh, but I cannot not drink when I go to a party. Everyone drinks. Pretend that you are the designated driver for the night. And then you'll be an honorary person and nobody will bug you. Put some soda water in your glass and pretend that it's champagne. Or say I already have vodka and lime. There are ways to trick in order to stay away from the story. If you know that you are susceptible or you're sensitive for those devices, stay away from them. What can you do to love your body, to nurture it, to support it, to give it a healthy living? What do you need in order to shine within you and to allow yourself to be who you're supposed to be? What is your own full potential? How can you start to glow, to shine, to love yourself? That's what you came to the world to do. Not to smash yourself every weekend or every night. I want you to close your eyes and start to connect to that internal love that comes and sits in your heart. Feel that love. Connect it to your head. Connect it to every organ and cell in your body. Release those toxins away. I would love you to start believing that you are deserving and worthy to have pure, happy life. Life full of joy, full of passion. Let the fire cook you nurturing meal, not to burn everything, not to burn your energy, but to warm you. A little bonfire, not a blaze. If you want to have your up and down, go to the Luna Park. Have a pure, proper ride with no fear. This is fun. This is exciting. This is fantastic. But if your adrenals are not really connecting it to the war or to a war zone or to escape, then you're having a great fun. But once that you are connecting fear, upset, guilt, shame, tiredness, forget it. Don't even bother, because you'll be more tired at the end of it, exhausted. Is that what you want? Or do you prefer to see yourself as if you just came from a holiday? Or better, you are on a holiday. Imagine going to your work, doing what you need to do, and you're still on a holiday. How awesome is that? How amazing is that? When I come to my clinic, even though that I'm working for a few hours, I'm enjoying each and every client. Because I'm not taking away my own energy. I'm feeding my body, I'm drinking water, I'm supporting myself in channeling the energy to protect or to give or to enjoy, to support my clients. Are you enjoying your job? Is that where your heart is? When you go to work, go with passion. Do what you're supposed to do. Work, earn with respect, with joy. It doesn't matter what you do. Today I had a high-level teacher, and she said, Sharon, I'm happy to go and work as a person who washes all the dishes, just that I don't have to think of anything. I said, fantastic. There is no problem with what you do. Every work respects its owner. Pardon me. And once that you are doing where your passion is, doing what your heart wants you to do, you're not even working. Because you are enjoying yourself. Lots of people change the name workshop to play shop. Because you're playing, you're enjoying, you're growing, you're doing. And that's what I would like you to do. So today's message is stop with the story. Stick to the facts. Stick to the evidence. And reconnect to self-love, self-worth. Grow. Open your heart and allow yourself to be one with the Creator. To be one with what you were meant to do in this world. Connect to your full potential. No more dramas. The war is over. You are safe. Now go and play. Thank you for watching me. I hope that you can play. I'll be more than happy if you will leave me some comments, either on any of the social media. I would like to know what more would you like to see. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching.